This week, catastrophic climate decisions, the end of single-use vapes, hope from NYC Climate Week, and the future of fashion. Welcome to the Earth Edit, where we break down the latest climate news and remind you that a greener future is possible. I'm Amy, and here are this week's hot headlines. Remember to like and subscribe for future episodes. They've done it again. Our leaders have gone ahead and approved a new oil field called Rosebank, the largest undeveloped oil field in the North Sea. Annually, Rosebank could produce more CO2 emissions than that of the 28 lowest income countries combined. Just let that sink in for a minute. Giving the green light to Rosebank will see UK emissions soar, but it won't actually help our energy security or reduce our bills. Destructive new oil and gas developments will push parts of the world becoming less habitable. This is truly a catastrophic call for the climate. Rosebank would be a huge risk to the climate, but it would also be a disaster for the local marine environment, including the many endangered and threatened species. An oil spill would have a devastating impact on the UK's seas. And if that wasn't bad enough, UK leaders have watered down essential climate and green policies that would help us get to net zero carbon emissions by 2050. In a bold move, they're also scrapping non-existent policies. But seriously, this is yet another colossal failure from our leadership, choosing short-term profits over our long-term future. We need bold leadership. We're in the middle of a climate crisis. The consequences of these decisions won't just fall on people in the UK, they'll reverberate globally. Meanwhile, across the pond, Climate Week NYC took place. The New York Times likened it to the Burning Man for climate geeks. It showcased all the ways in which human innovation could help tackle and potentially reverse the human harms to the planet. 500 events took place across the week, and highlights included 2 sold-out drag shows called Save Her, organised by eco-drag queen Patagonia. Climate Week NYC served as a reminder that there's both joy and optimism to be found in our movement. Is there going to be another bang? No. Yes. We don't just need determination, we need hope that we can and we will achieve change together. It's the end of an era, and a pretty short one at that. Disposable vapes came out in 2019, and since then they've gained massive popularity but generated loads of e-waste in the process. But it's just been announced that they're going to be banned. 5 million single-use vapes are being thrown away every single week in the UK. Material Focus said that that's enough lithium that could power 5,000 electric car batteries a year. A 2022 survey found that only 8% of young vapers actually recycled their disposable vapes. It's safe to say we welcome this ban. Out with the old, in with the new. Have you heard of biomaterials? From fruit skin bags to soil-based leather and sequins made from tree cellulose, biomaterials are ushering in a new fashion revolution. Biomaterial fashion challenges the current carbon-intensive method of creating clothing and explores opportunities to use alternative materials. Jen Keane, a bio-designer, turned bacteria into fabric through a process called microbial weaving and made her own footwear. The synthetic fibre used to make the shoe is stronger than steel and more resistant than Kevlar. Are biomaterials the sustainable fashion key we've been looking for? Keep an eye out on this emerging field and see what's possible. It's official! The UK is one of the most nature-depleted countries in the world. Wait, the new UK State of Nature report is out, and it doesn't look great. Nearly 1 in 6 wild species are at risk from being lost in Great Britain. Last Thursday, we joined Chris Packham, RSPB, WWF, Extinction Rebellion, Greenpeace, and a bunch of concerned citizens outside DEFRA to demand action to restore nature.
When you fell in love with nature, because it's that should shape what you do and how you act. The State of Nature report says that we're not doing enough, but it also says, critically, that we can.
The reason we're all here is because yesterday the State of Nature report was published, and it continues to chart a catalogue of decline in our habitats and species in the UK. Quite terrifying. 16% of our species are in danger of extinction. There's simply not the resources from government going into nature restoration, and that's why we're here today. We're saying we want more.
We are nature, and nature is us. We're absolutely dependent on, the nature around us, on the natural world. I'm in awe of how many organisations have come out. So to have XR alongside RSPB, Friends of the Earth, and all these other organisations. And I actually think that people in there will be worried about all of us out here and the impact that we can all make when we come together.
Nature is absolutely central to our health, our learning, our well-being as societies. Join Friends of the Earth, the RSPB, the Wildlife Trust. Get to know the issues, understand how it affects your everyday life, because it does. Weave it into your concerns about health or the quality of your local area or your children's future. These are everyday issues. They're not far away, they're here and now.
At Friends of the Earth, the UK's largest environmental grassroots network, we're on the ground fighting for a better world for all of us. Like and subscribe to support the work that we do, and join us next time for more of the latest hot headlines.